The first steps I would tell a founder to giving clear direction is what's the company goal and how can we communicate that in a way that's easy to understand? And then also, what are the employees' goals? Because we need to tie the growth of the company to the personal growth of the employee. Because the only employees that want to work in a company that is stagnant, they're not going to grow in their position, they're not going to get promoted, or they're not going to grow in how much they're going to make, are people that are comfortable, right? People that don't think they're capable of probably achieving that, or people they're comfortable in where they're at. Most people want to be promoted, want to make more money, and or want more flexibility. Right? So it's understanding, okay, well, where does the company want to go? For example, I had a client. It was an insurance agency, and they were really good at saying, like, we want monthly to hit this amount for commercial insurance, home and auto, and all this stuff. But I was like, how can we make this even simpler to understand? Because now I have to remember like all these different numbers. What I said was, instead of saying how many home, auto, commercial, client, all these things, how many we want to get, why don't we clarify and say how much we want an additional premium? And to this day, I remember they wanted to do 2 million in additional premium. I still remember the goal, right? So if I can remember it, the people under them can remember. And that way they understand, okay, well, how do we split this up into weekly?
Creating this environment where the goals are clear enough that people really can understand them, that they can internalize them, that they can remember them, is what you're trying to get at.
Because if we're clear, we can be practical and just execute on what it is, because we understand what we need to do for the company to get to the goals and to get to my own goals, right?